alongside Justin Gorgon. I'm Peter Ferrari. Coach Ulmer joining us now. Coach, wasn't quite the output that was expected. A huge weekend.
Yep.
Since you were last home a week ago, it was 2 sweeps in a row. What kind of happened tonight?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I wish I had the answer to that. We just certainly didn't look like ourselves at all out there.
Yeah.
We struggled. Our hitting percentage, I think, was like 050. We made so many unforced errors to start the match. We're usually a pretty good serving team. We've been an aggressive serving team. Our passing's been really good. I thought our hitters struggled to find the court. They had some, we'll give them some credit for all of that, right?
Oh, yeah.
But, the only set we kind of looked like ourselves was in set 3. And then they came back at us again. Our serve receive was really lacking tonight, and I thought we just didn't better the ball a whole lot all night, which we've been doing a really good job at that, and it's just disappointing that we couldn't pull ourselves out of it and figure it out. So I think our best player out there was Ava Detwall. The freshmen seemed to handle it all better, which is disappointing when we have an older team. And we should be able to handle those kinds of runs and reset ourselves and get back, but we just couldn't seem to find our footing.
Yeah. Coach, I'm going to piggyback off that with Ava Detweiler. 10 kills, leading the team on 22 attempts with 9 digs. Yeah. What does it mean when you're in a situation where your upper-class team is struggling? What does it mean to have a freshman that can step up and take the reins on that?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I think, the team's really proud of her. They love her. She's just she's a great athlete, and just she didn't seem all that fazed by the whole thing, and she played in the varsity reserve match before this. She did some setting in that. So, obviously we need to get back to the drawing board here, and we have to have some serious conversations tomorrow about what's going on in our heads, what are we doing. I just felt like mentally we were just not sharp tonight, and it kept snowballing. We couldn't seem to calm ourselves down.
Now Liv Carroll, on the flip side of that, upperclassman, comes away with kill number 1,000 in her career tonight over her 4 years here. What has her legacy meant to both you and to this program?
Yeah, she's a wonderful young lady. She's a really good player and just a great person, and she's a fierce competitor, and I think she's meant a lot to us. She hits that ball hard, and she comes every day to practice wanting to work hard and be really good. So, obviously we're really disappointed tonight. We're happy for Liv about that, but, it's all about the team, and she'd be the first one to say that. So, we've got to go back to the drawing board. We've got to get this figured out. We have conference coming up next week, and I know we can be a lot better than we showed tonight.
Yeah, Coach, before I let you go again, not to take anything away from the Falcons, they just seemed that half step ahead on so many of the returns, so many of the free balls. It just was going their way. But you did mention you had that very strong third set. What can you take away from that third set that Justin and I were saying up here in the booth? Like, that's the Carthage team that we expect to see throughout.
Well, we put the pressure on them, right? We were the aggressor. We were better serving. We got them out of system a little more often.
Yeah.
That's our game, and give them a lot of credit. They were very scrappy. They dug a lot of balls. And I think by them doing that, our hitters just pressed too much, and we just made a lot of unforced errors. So got to learn from that. Our league's a lot like that. A lot of great defensive teams in our league, and we're going to have to keep our wits about us a whole lot better to compete in the future.
Sure. Well, Coach, good luck this weekend, and we will see you back at Tarbell next Wednesday.
Okay, sounds good. See you then.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, for Coach Ulmer. Justin, final thoughts on what Coach had to say, and she was very candid, very honest and open about the situation that they got to have some talks to find out what's going on, because when you have back-to-back, let's start with this. Last week when they were swept, hey, they were close, and each and every set went extras with you. Chicago, who's a very good team in their own right, and then you sweep the next two. The biggest word I can use for tonight was unexpected.
Yeah, this was totally unexpected. I don't think anyone in this arena came in thinking, outside of maybe Concordia, that they could pull this off. And I think she hit it on the head. They did not look like themselves besides that third set. And even there was questionable at times if that was the Carthage team we knew. And they just were flat from first serve to last point. And they just need to kind of, again, hit the books, figure out what's going on, figure out the strategy before they take on Carroll next Wednesday. Maybe it's a good time to have a weekend off.
Yeah, good point, good point. So, but anyway, we will be back next Wednesday for home NCAA basketball action. For Justin Gorgon, I'm Peter Ferrari. We thank you for joining us this evening. Again, 3-1, the Falcons of Concordia defeat the home Firebirds on a Liv Carroll celebration night, getting kill 1,000. So on behalf of all the staff and crew, producers, directors, and operators, we appreciate each and every one of you, along with producer Mike Love, John Voinovich, for Ty, Laura, Emma, Dan, and Matt. We appreciate each and every one of you and the amazing work you do to bring this presentation to the CCIW. This program has been a presentation of Firebird Broadcast Productions and Carthage College, copyright 2024. 3-1, the final. Falcons defeat the Firebirds in the Battle of the Birds. Once again, for Justin Corrigan, I'm Peter Ferrari. Have a good rest of your evening, everybody.